Hello everyone and welcome back to another video for Destiny 2 Season of the Dawn, and happy Crimson Days. Crimson Days is the new event that is free for everyone on Destiny 2 right now, so make sure you jump in and do that. Crimson Days, so celebrate friendship, blah 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 blah. You know, you can do Crimson Bounties, and it's just double, so grab your partner and make sure you will get in there. We'll be covering the bounty as well throughout the day. But now that we've done the good old intro, let's go see what's in the tower and what is new for the weekly reset of February 11th, 2020. Welcome to Crimson Days, everyone. So, of course, everything is new in the tower. You know, as we go around, they have some Crimson Days decorations. Now, obviously, we still have the Obelisk event to do for the Empyrean Foundation. So we're going to go in there and see what it's like, of course, just because I like to show you guys, the polarized fractline that we're going to be generating this week. So my resonance power is about 15,600. Yours will obviously differ. We're actually getting very close to the goal. I think we're about on stage 4, which is really good after the first week, and everyone is getting their stuff back today. And we got people like Glad killing it and all that. See, we're almost done, honestly. We have about 3 more stages to go, and then it seems to be we're finished. So, of course, with the weekly reset, what we're going to do is we're going to go around the tower, and we're going to end up seeing what is new in the game. Obviously, the first thing we're going to do is the map and the store for Eververse, since a lot of people seem to care about that. So, of course, with the Crimson Days event, we have a lot of new things. So we have the, new emotes, new weapon ornaments, etc., etc. I will get through everything that is featured in the tab, of course. So we have the Vow ornament, is new for the bow. Obviously, the Vow, shoot through the heart, so it's nice and pink with, purple. Yeah. We have the Heartfelt Union multiplayer emote, which essentially you just get you and your Crimson Double or anyone else, and you just make a heart. It'd be really better, if that was centered, but whatever. We then also have the Long Live the Queen exotic weapon ornament, which I don't believe is new, but I just like the Telesto, to be honest. The Doubt, that is not new, I know that for a fact. We then have the Two Hearts Ghost Projection, which, is... And then we have the Crimson Shell for this year. So for ghosts who might be secret admirers. That's actually a really cool ghost shell. It's all red and flowery. Honestly, I'm not too impressed by it, but it seems to be pretty cool. So if you want to go pick that up, it is in the store. Of course, not really too much for Crimson Days, it seems, as we go through everything, but that's okay. For Bright Dust today, we have the Spike emote, which is, just football. So that would be great for Super Bowl. We have the Spur of the Moment Sparrow, which of course is the Bull, which we've already looked at. The Crimson Shell, the Mantle of Remembrance for the Shinobu's Vow for the Hunter. We then have the Black Death for the Crimson. And then the Virulent Strides for the Hunter Universal Ornament for 1200 Bright Dust. I believe it is, it varies on each and every character. And then we also have the Two of Hearts projection, which you've... Then down here we have the Crab projection, the Dark Blade effects, Bruised Blush, and the Crimson Valor shader. And then we already have our consumables, which we know about. I just love the aesthetics. I love it when there's an event in Destiny, in the tower. But now that we've covered everything in the store, we are going to look at the world map and see what there is this week that is new. So, for Mercury, obviously we still have the Sundial that is still active, so we need to go and kill Inotom, I believe his name is. So if you haven't done that, make sure you go and do that today. Legend difficulty is a little bit, crazy, but if we go to the perks today, the modifiers, obviously Extinguish, so if you have a fire team, make sure you're careful when you do it. We then have good old... Inotom's Clepsydra. So solar damage is increased this week. So make sure you watch out because it will kick your ass, essentially. He does these little, solar orbs, and they will one-shot you like that. Obviously, Champions, Unstoppable, and Barrier. Match game, Equipment is locked, and Empath Enhanced Radar take increased damage from melees. Dude, do not get meleeed. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now that we've covered that, we're going to see what else is new. So we have a flashpoint on Titan this week. So if you want to make sure you go and do that, Dr. She'll reward you with powerful gear as always. Heroic Thief of Thieves is the adventure today. I cannot talk. My apologies. And now we're going to go into see what is there. So the ordeal this week is Savathun's Song on Titan, which drops the pulse rifle, I believe, or the assault rifle. It's one of the two, but it's not too bad of a gun. Then for Vanguard strikes, we have Heavyweight, Iron, and Void Singe for today. And then as for normal strikes, we have the Insight Terminus, the Inverted Spire, and the Hollowed Lair. So this will drop the good old shotgun, the Inverted Spire will drop the Ghost, and the Insight Terminus does not have any weapon. Come on, Budgie. Come on, Budgie. So now, of course, we are going to cover Crucible. So for Crucible this week, obviously it's Momentum Control and Breakthrough with the event Crimson Days. So make sure you go and do that this week, guys. It'll be on for about 2 weeks, so make sure you get that done if you would like, or not 2 weeks, sorry, it's gone next week. For some reason I thought it was on the 20-something, but you only have a week to do the event, so make sure you go and do it. Now that we go to Moon. For Moon this week, the Nightmares are the Fanatic, Crota, Son of Oryx, and Fogoth, with the In the Deep campaign mission as the mission, and of course Nightmare Slayer and Luna's Calling do weekly bounties and then kill nightmares on the, well, Moon. Obviously the Dreaming City this week and Tangled Shore, nothing is new there, but now that we've covered basically everything on the map, or everything, we are going to go ahead and cover the bounties. But of course we missed our good old bounties in the Obelisk, so you guys, if you still like to do them, I'd recommend going and do them. I don't really do these anymore, but I'm still going to put out guides for them, like I said, even though I keep saying that over and over and over. We have the Finger on the Pulse, so defeat enemies using pulse rifles. Defeat Scorn anywhere in the system. Clear lost sectors anywhere in the system. And then collect materials in the EDZ on Mars, or on Mars. 3 birds, 1 stone, using a scout rifle to rapidly defeat enemies in groups of 3 or more without reloading. Swift, rapidly defeat enemies in groups of 2 or more using precision final blows. Heroic Adventure and defeat enemies anywhere in the system. And then defeat Vex anywhere in the system. So the bounties aren't too bad this week. I would highly recommend going and do some of the easier ones, ones that aren't really time consuming, as you want to get Crimson Days done ASAP. But now that we've covered those, of course, we're going to go cover the rest of the bounties in the game, and that will wrap up the weekly reset for this week. So the bounties this week, we have defeat Cabal and do 3 strikes, and then defeat Hive and do 3 strikes. So these are a little bit counterintuitive, so unfortunately you got to, do a lot of strikes or just defeat Cabal and Hive. So, of course, Shaxx has the bounties for Crimson Days, and we're going to talk to him and see if we get anything.
We use these holidays to honor friendship, camaraderie, love, for those of us lucky enough to find it. Today is a celebration, and oh, how I've reveled in its making. You and your chosen partner, your Crimson Bond, will take on all comers in my crucible to prove whose bond reigns supreme. Don't do it for me, Guardian. Do it for your Crimson Bond.
So, of course, the Crimson Days bounties are available from Lord Shaxx, but we're not going to touch those just yet. We are going to look at these, and then in another video, we'll be doing a guide on the other bounties. So for this week, we have complete Crucible matches, and then complete Crucible matches, casting your super, defeating opponents with your super, shutting down opponents, most efficient progress. Not a bad bounty if I do say so myself.
On your way,
Lord Shaxx has some good stuff today. Crimson Days is going to be a lot of fun, guys. If you're a Crucible fanatic. But if not, that's okay.
What do you think?
So, from Banshee44 this week, he also has the IO Calibrate Weapons, and then Field Calibration, so essentially just go into the Crucible, Gambit, and Strikes, which is probably the easiest. We are actually going to go talk to the remaining vendors, and we're going to go see if there's anything new with them. So, for Hawthorne this week, obviously I just got a Crucible Ingram, nice. We have complete Gambit matches, win Crucible matches, complete any raid, and then complete the Nightfall Ordeal activities, all with clanmates. And then for the raid challenges this week, we have the Hold the Line challenge for the Scourge of the Past. Then we have the Strength of Memory for Last Wish, and limited blessings for Last Wish.
Careful out
That will
there.
cover Hawthorns, mainly because, you know, I don't really think a lot of people do Hawthorns bounties anymore, if I'm being honest. But anyways, we're going to go talk to the Drifter and see if he has anything new. Of course he doesn't. The Drifter is probably one of the, you know, NPCs in this game that doesn't really give you much anymore. I mean, Gambit is kind of a, not a dead game mode, but it kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. So, from good old Drifter, we have the following bounties. So, earn points, wins at 3, losses at 2. Earn points by casting supers, and then win Gambit matches. And unfortunately, that will cover the weekly reset for February 11th, 2020, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like. Comment down below if this helped you in any way, shape, or form. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification box. I'm posting daily Destiny content for Season of the Dawn, The Dawning, Crimson Days, and everything else in between, as well as trophy guides and challenge videos for various games. And as always, guys, have a great day, and peace out.
You know I'm like a ghost.